You want to be Daniel, and then you jump into the den of like, no Roma. Uroruma the shumba. Yeah, the same God. The problem at Tinama Christians, yeah, good. And a lot of you ladies there, you become over holy, or you lie to yourself about your holiness, and then you start believing it. Many of you are not in the church, you start believing your fake holiness. Apana muna akaipa muna no believe her own lies. See, you could lie to yourself, I'm a virgin, and then that's fine. But when you start believing that you're a virgin and start acting like you're one, then it shows that paper. A lot of you people then here, because you go to church, you have that shell that you have, and you think, no. And you start believing your holiness. When God comes and punishes you, you'll be like, no, this is not God. And sometimes I think you guys lie to the devil. Unoisa spoon mumbamako spoon because we a remote yakarereka. I bind this Satan, I bind this. Which Satan? Bind yourself. I use a spoon yakarereka ndian. Sometimes we're gonna bulb chamber. This bulb have not even changed. It's almost 2 years now. Some of these bulbs can last 8 years. The bulbs we use now, they are not safe for electricity. But I can assure you, if this bulb was to go right now, while I'm doing this live, because it's old. I was saying, because I was talking about God, that devil came. Anyway, you know, one day I think God should give us a tele. Satan is a lot of you are lying. Satan is not even there. Satan has never seen you. Maybe Satan doesn't even know you. But yeah, Satan angandipinda. Anyway, you knew kutukaenda kubawa chano sanga never cards. Most likely, no gonna sanga never cards wakashama. Or wakapeka mamini. Satan chazo ndifuria. Anyway, Satan acha kuroba nempama. Angwanu gena kumemjuro wana Satan. Memjuro wana Satan jazo kuti. Memjuro wana Satan jazo kuti. Anga chikurobera kuti you lied. Wakandipa mosha yandisina. Because Satan, honestly, a lot of you guys, Satan has on the tumira, there is a prayer that Jesus was giving. People said, deliver us not into temptation, something like that. Lead us not into temptation. But a lot of people are not praying like that. A lot of people take a good that enjoy quite my baby. You actually go to the temptation. You're not being delivered from the temptation. You guys are looking for the temptation. Job, where you use Job, angakarurama akapana ainjenga zvakaipa. But a lot of us right now, ndikakubudza kuti right guys, vari mu South Africa right now, manyai pa Suntown, pane ma baby 16 arotsvaka varume. That's the temptation, isn't it? But I can assure you, a lot of you guys will run towards Suntown. Why? You are seeking. Jesus said, lead us not into temptation. But he made me man, you temptation actually. And the Sekurube Moon, hey, Victory Somb, how are you? So, yeah, that was the point. So I was trying to say to you, you guys should stop lying to yourself. Okay, you are allowed to lie to yourself, but stop believing your own lies. I had one with Sekuru Vangu so, Vakanyebera Vano, Skansi. Vakangona kahove kadikidika kakafa, unomzia tari, unovakumsha kwedu unovaza, Sekuru Kuvaove and Zadiambuya. Vakango vaivene nemadzino chikisa eva vosekuru vainyeba zvokuti vangona hove kakakafa pamusoro pedziva so one ka fish I don't know vakafunga kuti dzakurawa dzese kati vakafunga chi vangoenda uku vakanonyeberana mbuya zvikanzi hove dzandaona hove dzakazara dziva rese dzakafa dziri pamusoro pedzo because they loved hove vanhu vachona vakitora mabhasikiti vachienda kunotakura hove apa vangona kahove kadiki. But when people were running kudzivara vaizwa kuti vangona hove diki one, he started believing it himself as well. No vatora basket. So he followed them. That's the ripapa. Until but panangurika one karapa. Maybe ndokasara. But you know vanga wangona everyone. Many people lie to themselves. You lie to yourself. And then you start believing your own lies. lying to yourself to say, I'm rich. Then you start living like a rich person, going into debt after debt after debt after debt. Lying to yourself and then believing your own life. It's easily done. It's easily done. How can we stop that? You tell yourself, there's no problem. But usazozvisa level rokuti unofunga kuti a lot of people kunaka makanaka munhu wese akanaka, but usazozvisa level rana Beyonce kana usiri level rana Beyonce, because you start believing to Beyonce woyo wonyengwa nemunhu welevel rako womuramba, because you actually believe your own lies kuti wakapenga. Don't judge kunaka kwako in proportion to how men talk to you, because I'll tell you this, men will talk to you in the same way, whether they want to marry you or they want to sleep with you. They will talk to you in the same way. They don't change you. Munhu anokunyenga achida kukurara newe for one night, anokunyenga munyengero umwe chete. The same way. Listen, anoachikudza zvaunoda kunzwa. We are now very experienced. We know what you can say. So a guy who comes and tells us, oh, angel. Some of them, especially my Nigerians, they go, you know what? Is it a weather report or it's a poem? What is this? What? But I was like, you are the sunshine of the what, the perpendicular, what was of this, and you're like, thank you. And they, you should ask yourself, yeah, weather report out into praise you. And you should start judging your person after a few days. After 2 months. Actually, you ladies, let me give you advice. Don't ever go with what we say. I know you're born to go with what people say. The mouth can say anything. Men, let me tell you, that's why you fool us. Men go with what we see. Ladies go with what we say. So if you want to get a beautiful lady, don't go and buy capacity. You can buy a car, it will help you. You can buy a nice suit, it will help you. But go buy words. Say the right things. You will get any woman if you say the right things. This is why I'm going to explain to you guys who always wonder, why is this ugly man? Why? Know what to say. Knowing what to say is not enough. You should also know what not to say. But me, I'm very good at saying good things and then saying bad things in the same time. So I'm not going to one way to bow. So there are people like that. So if you really want to be just know what to say and when to say it. Unogona kuita senge zvandaita pamaessay ndichiri kuchikoro. Ndaigona zvese zvinodiwa muexam one essay, but zviri wrong places. Haupasi. Ukaona C unenge une lucky. Yes, wanyora zvese. Zvavafanira kuti ngatinyorei pamusoro peGreat Zimbabwe. Wobva wati dombo, Bulawayo dombo, zvichava road mashava. Also, Great Zimbabwe, Kyle. Zvese zviriko Great Zimbabwe, but you need to put it iron. Kana uchina Great Zimbabwe, uchishandisa Bulawayo road. Odai, also forane pane zidombo. Also dai, also ti Kyle. Washuka pa Kyle, also dai. Because just because you're using all the words and essay, it doesn't mean that you are messing right. Actually, punctuation mark chainokufoirisa. Let me give you an example. If I was on holiday and I want to tell my partner, I wish you were here, and then I forget to type the E ku end. And here no spell E. Ndikatumira ndikati I wish you were here. Do you know ndogona kudzoka kumbada to divorce? Oh, I'm enjoying myself on holiday. I wish you were here. Apa ndakangana kuti I wish you were here. Ndoda I wish you were here neni. Ndoba ndakanga mwakisa iyo end, but I wish you were here. Ex wangu kanane wife wangu kanane paranoia. Anobati you wish I was here. Sakona nikoko urgona. You wish want ndatumira message wakanga nokisa chi. Koma chacho ukasiya koma. Inochinja meaning. Funza ma lecture anokudze. Koma ukasiya koma inogona kuchinja meaning yezvanyora. Ash. Ukadorohwa kana kuvurawa chako chako wangosiya koma. Saka we need to learn zvokutaura. Because women go with what we say. As for you ladies, and wish you were here, what of? So unani koko. I wish you were here. Oh, we are having a great time here. I wish you were here. I wish you were here. That's the point I'm trying to make. So, Caroline Chabikwa, I explain. So you guys, if you want to impress gender, is about gender age. Stop wasting your time being eloquent. As a woman, you don't need to be eloquent. Trust me. Half the time, men don't listen. If you see us listening, something. Maybe that way we can listen. But we don't listen with the intent to get what you're saying. We listen with the intent to speak to you. So half the time, women, let me tell you that when you're talking to men, half the time, men are not listening. Well, they can hear you, but they're not listening. This is why when I say, you end up divorcing. The only thing that we always listen to is divorce. Cannot the language yet no tell in ukrumza kushanda isusu barume. Action. Send better. Why? So ndisukubata iwori mukadzi wangu. Why? They a man will listen. Got unomona kada inzere so nema hey. No. I was concerned about why? They will listen. No, men don't listen. We don't listen. There is only one language that men understand and they listen. Look, this, if you want to draw our attention, impressor, can I add blind? Impressor, men. As for you men, let me tell you, it doesn't matter how you dress. It doesn't matter how you look. It doesn't matter. It's what you say. And your voice too. Don't forget your voice. There are some men, like I've got a friend, some idiotic friend, my favorite friend. He has a good voice. Sometimes he's talking nonsense. He really talks nonsense. He's a smart guy. He really talks nonsense. But I'm just giving an example that he can talk rubbish. But the voice... I don't find the voice nice to me. It's a stupid voice. But, girls love that voice. I just look at them. So, just hearing that voice. DJ, and people like, you see people freezing. This is where men should listen to me now. It's what you say and how you say it. As for you, ladies, work. Fitz, you're talking nonsense. No, I'm not talking nonsense. Work on how you look. Trust me. You have a big chance of... We don't have X-rays to check a heart or whatever. Whether when you say he's got a good heart. Let me whisper this. Because men don't wank on personality. Let me tell you. Men don't wank on personality. Hakuna murume anoti personality mane moyo wakanaka. No. Men go with what they say. So that's why if that lady akaonekwa na mambo achigeza wewe akanga sina zvakaonekwa na mambo, trust me, Uriah would be alive now. The reason why that lady lost her husband is because of the way she looked. The king was just sitting at Chinjua Sunshine. He was busy watching, looking. He was staring at the... And he just saw, oh, Jesus Christ, look at the... My way. Have you ever said, even Adam... Listen, if God wanted Adam... we were programmed just like Adam. You see Adam in the Garden of Eden. You want to read what Adam did when he saw Eve. He went, wow. He didn't hear Adam speak. Otherwise, God would have just put Adam there, and then Eve would have said something. Hello. And Adam went, no. He had to see. Which side? We need to find out. The Bible didn't write enough. We want to know Adam Magabonachi. Me, I think Eve was like this, standing sideways, like this. So Adam Magabona I think it's not in the Bible. Don't call. But all I know is that when Adam woke up, he was like, wow, bone of my bone. Zatanga poem. Poem zakatanga, oh, bone of my bone, flesh of my. Zatanga. That's why women, don't panic when we say you are the best looking girl in the world. No, you're not. You know that you're not. Don't you know? Are you the best girl in the world? Are you? You actually believe that? Anyway, it's a poem. Trima poets. And the poem actually, as soon as poem finishes. So now the challenge starts. Can I try take a poem finished? If you comes back now, if you see ask, be very, very careful. You need to respect a guy who keeps coming back. Not a narcissistic guy. I'm talking of a guy who don't judge a guy as a listen, if I was to go to a ladies' conference, I would advise ladies, don't judge a guy as a newe for love. He can buy you a tractor. He can buy a tractor. He can buy. Listen, if a guy, and don't judge a guy aripam soro pako. Anondida zvokuti why? Anondida zvokuti ndamudza achita chanitengera njanji nechitima. Pane talk. This aina mouth. The mouth is here. The problem with guys is that we've got so many things that talk, but they use one mouth. This thing we have, Pakapema Trouser said, uses this mouth to feed itself. That's the problem. So you don't know. And this same mouth is we use it to church, to sing in church. We use this mouth to do my lives. We use the same mouth kujra. We use the same mouth to do a lot of things. So the problem is, even beer. If someone really loves beer, I'm gonna go, I love you, I love you. You don't just go with what comes. This exit lane. And all you need to find out is a man can say I love you talking to his beer. If a man is drunk coming from the bar and he's like, I love you, I love you, he could be talking to this. That's the problem. I could say I love you talking to my glass. But because women want to hear, oh, you told me I love me, thank you, oh, I was not born because the church was walking from behind. I think I should be our kitchen on. I love you. But the guy is not even talking to her. He's talking to side chick. I love you. And the woman is cooking in the kitchen. Oh, and they, oh, yeah, hug from behind. Oh, that's so sweet, baby. Yeah. And the guy is talking to his small house. I love you. And you think, thank you, thank you. Go. Listen. As a lady, the best advice I can give you now, I know it's the worst. Many people hate this advice. Those who are going to watch this. But I know this live will end up with 5,000 views, 4,000 views later. I don't care. But those who are going to listen to this, before you go to my YouTube or whatever, as a lady, the best advice I can tell you now, look good. Look good. Don't listen to Geza, look good. Everything that I'm telling you right now applies to body yako. Anything chaunoziya chichaonekwa nemurume. Do you want to get married? Are you really wanting to get married? Send up nganga. Don't use them for waiter. Go and look good. That's all I'm gonna finish this. Go and look good. Anyone who looks good will find a man. Azite. By looking good, I mean men go with what they see. Can a man see you in the street? When you're going past there, can a man see you? And when you want to get married, but when you walk in there, men cannot even tell whether it's a guy. If you don't listen, it's not about age. Hello, Sheila Mungu. Sheila Mungu is very intelligent. So if you hear Sheila Mungu say true, it's not about age. I know people who are 55. I know people who are 58 who can take vanokutorera varume vamwe at 28 anokutorera murume so at 32 unotorerwa murume nomuna ane 60 years easy. Why? Because they master the art. You have to look good. Do you have some dress rokuti ukapfeka so unonzwa kuti you look good and yet you want to get married? Are you sure? You're not going to get married. Listen, there's a difference between getting married nekurarwa. You can find anokukwira. Yeah, anokukwira mbrumsha you. Yes, now come. But I'm talking of marriage. Marriage kuti munhu shuwa wawana ari mushopi yezvitoro muzere maswiti achingoti raada anodya wobva wamutiwo uya ungodla inini chete agonoti I do akakutengera ring. You really need to put an effort, to make an effort. This guy ari kukunyenga weka mangwana masikati anokwanisa kurarana neumwe munhu waada ane different structure anogeza iwe nehapwa dzako dzinonhuhwa neziwivhi rako risingachinjiri ziwivhi rasakara kudai so mabori chichichichi hauna kana magaro acho aripo but wakamavhara nerimwe zitrauza unovata wakapfeka tracksuit mbedha wako unonhuhwa mumba mako mune tsvina. So you want that guy to commit kwauri iye achikwanisa kungoenda kuhotel nechimwe chigero chanenge anhonga odzokera kumba. Iwe listen, kana uchibvumidzwa kutenga phone on loan ungonotora phone ku phone shop uchibhadhara 10 pounds a month woenda nayo kumba. Do you think that apa unenge une unlimited minutes? Do you think that guy will come and do a pay as you go? Kuti tenga pay as you go yangu yeah, he doesn't need it. Listen, you have to be the marriage guys, unless if you're gonna get married by mistake. Yes, there's people get married by mistake. The guy has made you pregnant. Then he can marry you and stay in your marriage. It's a mistake. But can I go into a small house? Some blame. Because what the small houses do on Monday, we had a very good topic. What the small houses have mastered. Small houses are not very smart. Small houses are just people who are not drama corrections. They've mastered the art of looking good and doing exactly what most of the battles that smalls win are look battles. My looks shattered. It's not like they cook better. Most of you guys are, we're not gonna bond. No. Don't forget that. Smalls, 9 times out of 10. Smalls, you gotta find a mobile phone, a TV. Everything you need on a mobile phone is. Everything you need on a TV, mobile phone can do. But everything you need on a mobile phone, TV cannot do. The mobile phone can fit in a pocket. The mobile phone can take pictures. The mobile phone can even have TV here on the mobile phone. So those are the smalls. The difference is about smalls. You can find a TV. Smalls reflexible. Smalls, you know, TV, you get it. Hande kwa Harare TV, you know that une bag rokundisa. Don't say pamsar pe bas. But mobile phone and then hande kwa Harare. Undo chwa not say this same box ga. And box ra chwa kwa nampes. Flexibility mobile phone. Those are ngweta smalls. Smalls mengua shunga diki zvamunoramba kuita muroom menyu. Neva rume venyu. Smalls inongweta. Maybe because of I don't even know. But that's the main difference. You know what about smalls, ne flexibility. Smalls in yaka irutama corrections. Smalls, a lot of you guys, you get dumped. Or you actually dump a man who is cheating on you. Then after being dumped, or you dump the man, you go out to someone's husband. So a lot of you guys are now dating people who are married. But you left a guy, you destroyed your marriage because someone was cheating on you. But right now, you're dating a married guy. And for you to date that married guy, you need to develop small house qualities. If the TV wants to compete with the mobile phone, it has to develop some of the qualities of a mobile phone. Or I've told you, flexibility. You can carry this mobile phone left hand. You can do another live in the mobile phone. I can do a live in the so I can even do a live while on the phone. I can put my mobile phone here. I can put my mobile phone here. I can take my mobile phone. But you can't do that with the tele. A lot of housewives are big tellers. Some of them, those big tellers, agudara, you can't even carry them nowadays. At least now, to my tele talking that improve. So there are now wives who are developing small house qualities. They're now thin. They can fit. You can put them in the boot. That's why you see the tailors. When it's more TV, it's my TV. It's not gonna open the motor behind the seat. Wanna go make a TV, kaka screen, ka TV, JVC, they are trying to catch up. Nana Smalls. But Nana Smalls, they're going far now. Nana Smalls can take pictures, can go on. The wives can go also. The big TVs can go on YouTube. They've got the advantages too. The advantages of a big TV in the house is that the big TV I want to have diseases. I know virus, big TV. Is not a virus. Is no car receive or something. Because TV I know WhatsApp. Oh, one inbox, video, something. So there's advantages being a housewife, but the main thing I'm advising you guys: look good. As a lady, look good, and stop lying or trying to cheat the system. You put a young picture at 2006, profile picture, and you put half picture. But you all know that men go with what they see. Nyambo guys, some pictures I can't edit or say. There's a time the guy will come and meet you in person. And this is where the journey begins. It doesn't matter what you do. Listen, if you're doing 100 meters, whatever, marathon, it doesn't matter what Mo Farah does. You can stretch like this, you can stretch like that. The journey starts when you say, on your marks, get ready, go. They don't judge it, but warm up. No. A lot of you, when you warm up, where's a picture? Selfie, but your love journey doesn't start until a man comes face to face. So you can imagine how much of your energy you're wasting. Editor my pictures. Sometimes, as a guy, you just click the first picture, nice. Second picture, nice. Third picture, nice. 2020 picture, 2016, then they start being better again. 2005, nice. But my 2005 pictures are was Facebook. I think 2007. So you are just fooling yourself because Musisti Machoga. The rest begins when it's on your marks. But you're warming up. The sooner the guy see you in real, the better. And I would believe then under the thing. Video call. And then go what to video call. Take it or leave it. Sure. This is how I look. I'm big. You need to have a pH scale. Ladies, you need to have a scale. You're not trying to say pH scale, not biology, not chemistry. No, the guy did it. No fun go kuba ne scale chon judge nacho. And I'll tell you as a man, listen. When I had a video call him face, in touch anyway. You've passed first stage, but that's not the final stage. He carries on, you know, he's insisting, let's meet. I'm a one. Marita Lula. If he carries on, if he keeps coming back after Lula, Shamari, you are 60%. She got the character. Character. Ukona a guy or not nas. I should zoka within 2 days. She keeps in touch. Hey, what's up? And there's nothing changing there. A lot of you ladies, Muna not run away today and you just see him drifting away. You failed. That one is failed. Trust me, you can't make this guy love you ever again. Doesn't matter how much you love him. If men will start at 150%. When you see your picture on profile picture, wow. So Adam just, wow. But as we start talking to you, teach you on a video call, yeah. maybe the love gets up to 110%. As we get closer, then we begin to see and you ladies relax. As soon as before our love gets to 100%, most of you are always relaxed, and most of you develop wings, because it's my first time. Oh, please, and you go crazy. You go crazy because my love is 160%. You're like, wow, this guy is crazy about me. You ladies make a mistake. You begin to look elsewhere. You begin to look elsewhere. That's where you make a mistake. What you really don't know, but while you're pursuing this guy, walk to look at elsewhere. That's why you find it even in my dating site. I believe my dating site people do this. When people are on a dating site, the moment they click you and you respond, I think they're like, wow, he's okay. Let me keep trying. Let me keep it trying. Instead of working on that guy. So while you're busy working on that guy, if that guy or clicker then might disappear. After he disappears, you may find with Avanumon. By the time you try to come back, I end up. Because by the time it gets to 110, women mutanga muri pa 0. Sometimes, if you're honest girls, if you're honest girls, sometimes feel murume. So many times I saw you before. But as you speak, if you say the right things, people take notice. Ladies take notice and say the right things. And before you find out, your jokes become funny to them. You have a getting close. Because a woman who laughs at your jokes, a woman who has got a good sense of humor. But that's not the end. What makes me wonder is, if people knew all this, how come they end up marrying someone who they can't joke with? See, some husbands and wives have never made jokes. They don't do jokes. They don't joke together. They don't even say, I'm going to joke. But not just say my jokes, a neighbor. You don't find your husband funny. But process ya chakatanga ichidero so. Pane pashaina kids so junzo murumo ngana kids. But you'll soon find out those were just words. Because my flowers are not gonna go stop her. Mnyanga chikupa my flowers as soon as arara. That's why ndakuti use that as a skill. Warara nai pape. Nkona no dzoka so. Warara nai. O dzoka. Don't throw him away, that guy. Work on what he loves. And work. Because kudzoka kwe murume kushoma. Murume, let me tell you, this is biblical. Today I'm in the mood, I'm using the Bible. Let me tell you, this is biblical. Murume had dzoke after sex. Kanasinga kude. Kashoma. I'll give you Absalom and Ammon. Ammon. Akachiba half sister yake. I'm just the Absalom. In the Bible. Ammon akachiba half sister. Aita kamuona so he actually fell sick. And Ammon was the favorite man. You guys use feeds or tanga. Okay, let me find you this first before I go. Because many people be like, feeds or you're lying. I'm not lying. A guy in the I'll find it. Right. 2 Samuel 13 verse 23. Absalom kills Ammon. Jaguberengere. 2 Samuel does okay. Mira indi tangi I was starting a good Ammon anochiva sister yake. I think that's the best. Absalom akazomura. Mirandi chake. Right. 2 Samuel 13. Ndobva ndapedza. Ndakuradza ndoziva Bible. Kuti mozoziva vanhukadzi kuti varume vakaita sei. Listen, munhukadzi usajaja murume nekurara newe. when men sleep with you, we don't sleep with you because we love you. No. We can even sleep newe tisingakude. We can even murume ukamuregera zvakanaka naka wakagadzira buri pagaba rejam. A man can sleep in a gabare jam zvakatonaka easy. Gudo rikavhagwa nesaga so. Vakaisa buri chete vakangokuradza kuti apo panopinda. Murume akati hapana chirwere apo nzapinza. Murume anokwira gudo akatorechemerera akaritengera njanji nechitima. Trust me. Men, we don't use that as love. I'll give you an example in the Bible so you know. When we started this life, I was talking also and choose a Bible. So those who are just arriving, most wanna. 2 Samuel 13 verse 1. David's son. This David, Maria David, yange yakazara chihure. No, bambo David, yakanyora hakuna muri yange nechihure. King Solomon angari mwana Solomon mwana wa David akati bakadza ameno 700 something. David ochakakwira mukadzi womunhu akadini. Solomon akazviita vana vacho vaingokwirana. Okay. Let's forget that. But ndoda kuudza kuti munzwisise vanhu vakadzi kuti a man, don't ever judge a man kuti anokuda nekurara newe. You can actually judge a man anokuda nekukutengera something, but be very careful kana asati amborara newe. That's why that most of you ladies, you will know if a guy loves you after you sleep with the guy. Because after you sleep with the guy, if he keeps coming back, you're almost there. If he keeps coming back, not because he's desperate, not because I know Zoyane Monday or Tuesday. Some guys are crazy when they love you. I know run away nas. I should look mangwana. Mangwana maskati na kusoro mangwana. And you guys are busy looking elsewhere. And the mood way. I used to tape yangu. Pano margundi pimba. Murume kana achidzoka. I'll give you an example, right? Listen to this verse and I end as well. 2 Samuel 13 verse 1 to 22. And if we just 22, right? David's son Absalom had a very beautiful unmarried sister named Tamar. Ammon, another of David's sons, fell in love with her. Tukutaura David, vana vaisendeva David. But because David chihure chakawandisa, akakwira vakadzi vakawanda. Saka vana vake vama sisters veidana. Umwe mwana wa David, ainzi Ammon, akuchiva Tamar, ainzi Tamari. This Tamar was so beautiful, right? He was so much in love with her that he became ill. Listen, guys, girls. A guy can love you. We can love women. Yeah, we can fall sick. But hold on. Don't get too excited. Because that love is the motto in my paper. Love is the motto in my paper. A guy can love you. Yes. He was so much in love with her that he became ill because it seemed impossible for him to have her. As a virgin, she was kept from meeting men. But he had a friend, a very shrewd man named Jonah-Hodad, the son of David's brother Shammah. Jonah-Hodad said to Ammon, "You are the king's son. Yet day after day I see you looking sad. You're so sad. What's the matter?" And he said, "I'm in love with Tamar, the sister of my half-brother Absalom." He answered. Jonadab said to him, "Pretend that you are sick and go to bed. When your father comes to see you, say to him, 'Please ask my sister Tamar to come and feed me.' I wanted to prepare the food here where I can see her, and then serve to me herself." And a lot of you girls fail this test. When we go crazy about you, listen, ladies, I once told you, leave him. This is true. Any guy who loves you, if he's chatting you up, watch his hands. And I guess I trousers. A secret. If a guy really likes you, he can be crazy. Wake up and a hook. That's why a lot of you, it's stupid for a lady. kuti ndakaroorwa naye ndisingaziti haimire. You're so very stupid. You're very stupid. You went to a movie, watch a movie naye haunamboinzwa yakamira, makamboswima mesa hainambomira, makambohagana hainambomira, and you expect a miracle when he gets married. Oh, he's a brother. No. Trust me, even that pastor, if you get too close, you may tempt him. That's what, oh, no. Everything is planned. This was planned. A lot of you murukukwirwa nema pastors, munokwirwa nevanhu vari ministers. Oh, takangoita mistake. It was a temptation. It wasn't a temptation. Chihure can be planned. Hecho chihure chiri kuplanwa. These are brothers and sister, a brother and sister. But this is not the point I want to take. I want to show you what goes through a man's mind after alula. This is where the difference. Imimi vanukadzi tikakulula lulai, soon after lula you fall in love. Men are not there. Not all men. Men are not like that. So you are lucky. Ukaona munhu anoita lula newewe achidzoka. Respect that guy. Respect that guy. After reading this, I'll finish the live. And tag any lady who thinks this guy loves me because he sleeps with me. No. Trust me, no. But as men, we know within an hour, within 2 days, within a week, we know if we're going to marry you or not. We know. Within a week or 2 weeks, a man will know whether he's going to marry you or not. A man will know. Yeah, that's why sometimes you think, oh, he's a heartbreaker. He's not. At least he's not sleeping with you. A guy who just stops talking to you. Suddenly, mambo, WhatsApp, then, you should respect that guy. He doesn't want to waste your time. At least he knows. He knew from the word go. He knew that he's not going to marry you. So he doesn't want to waste your time. So listen. They've planned it. This Jonadab, son of David's brother Shammah, I'm 4 years old. Pretend that you are ill. Go to bed. When your father comes to see you, say to him, please, ask my sister Tama. I want him to prepare food. So Ammon pretended that he was ill and went to bed. Before we go there, Ammon pretended to be ill, but he was already ill because the Bible said he loved the king's son, this king's daughter, that he became ill. He was ill, but he had to pretend to have another illness. Your illness, you have sadness, you have anxiety, you have illness, he's not well. But he had to pretend to be ill, another different illness, some sort of illness. The Bible tells us that he loved us so much that he became ill. But in my illness, he have Joanna daddy, Joa daddy, they pretend. So he's now got 2 illnesses. He's pretending to have another illness. I'm trying to prove to you women that, listen, sleeping with you, when a guy is sleeping with you, it doesn't mean love. We know that when we sleep with you, we make you love. Women don't just sleep. When women sleep with us, you go there. That's why I always say, move on. When your wife cheats on you, my friend, just move on. It's over. Oh, take a break. Never. They don't recover like that. When a woman sleeps with another man while married to you, move on, my brother. And don't chema. So listen, but it's different with men. A man can sleep with 20 and still love you. Oh yes, a man, that's why even sometimes a man who's been cheating for years and years, but he's faithful to his wife. He's not faithful to his wife, but he loves his wife. The day the wife finds out, he even kills himself. 50, or he wants to kill the wife. Men can do that. But it's very, very rare for ladies to sleep in a mono. That's why even they get confused. They can no longer differentiate between rudo chaigo chaigo nokungonopiwa lula, and then you find them vakutotengera vakadzidoro, vakunotengera murume, katotengera murume wokunze murume wako mumba ninga kutoziya kutotora zvinhu proper tuchienda naye kumba small. Vakadzi, they're not good with small houses. If you are a small house yemukadzi, she can do something crazy. Kumarisa zvaipera tenga imba. Kuzvatengera tikomba imba. Yes, that's all. So let's get back here. Ammon pretended that he was ill and went to bed. King David went to see him. Ammon said to him, "Please let Tamar come and make me cakes here, where I can see her, then serve them to me herself." So David sent a word to Tamar in the palace, "Go to Ammon's house and prepare some food for him." She went there and found him in bed. She took some wufu, prepared it, made some cakes, and there where he could see her. Then she baked the cakes and emptied them onto the pan for him to eat. But he wouldn't. He said, "Send everyone away." And they all left. Then he said to her, "Bring the cakes here to my bed and serve them to me yourself." Big mistake. She took the cakes and went over to him, and she offered them to him. He grabbed her and said, "Come to bed with me." "No," she said. "Don't force me to do such a degrading thing. That's awful. How could I ever hold up my head in public again? And you would completely disgrace Israel." "Please speak to the king. I'm sure the king..." Too late. But he would not listen. And since he was stronger than she was, he overpowered her and raped her. That was the first rape I read in the Bible. The first ever rape in the Bible was done by this guy to his sister, Hanjadzi Absalom. What happened after Absalom was so angry. My God. Okay, let me finish it. Then, soon after sex, Ammon was filled with deep hatred of her. He hated her now even more than he had loved her before. Soon after bonde, ukamupa bonde, raanga chichemerera for years, murume akarimirira. A man usually can get, look how beautiful she was. Akuna unza akachinja face. Zvakangonzi soon after sex. Soon after sex, Ammon was filled with deep hatred for her. He hated her now even more than he had loved her before. He said to her, "Get out." "No," she answered, "I'm not going out. To send me like this is a greater crime than what you just did. Kundivhura kwawandiita, wondidzinga mudzingiro ne. Hausati wambona murume kuti dzimwe nguva unomuvhizitira so, ugorara naye so. Panonga kuti makombi anopera uchikoti bwetere iwe manya makombi ekupesera itopera manje kuti munhu andikwira, munhu angachindinyengera kudai iwe akunditira rafa pedza ndikwira so indava. Hamusati mazviona vanhukadzi zvinoitika zviri mubhaibheri izvi, zvakaitika mubhaibheri izvi. So what I'm trying to say to you guys is that if you see that guy coming back, especially arara newe nhasi, arikufonda nhasi manheru, wasvika kumberi lavi indasvika, okay, mangwana makuseni, it continues as if anomborara newe. You are lucky. You are very lucky. Normally, hatred inouya. That's why nditi murume wese anongokuda asati avata newe. So ndo panozoshanda malooks manje. Iwo ukaona kuti warohwa lula, uchigeza manje. Malooks anoshanda pakuti akada kuti akusiye, anozvibvunza kuti pati ndomwana pari nani. A lot of men are with you because you are the best ikoko. A lot of your marriages are padema muri South Africa wakarangwa kudhara iwe. You are lucky not to room Europe.